We're going to start with a couple of things that are not on the docket because they happened either too recently or I couldn't fit them in the show. First, it was literally announced like minutes before I clicked the go live button. A new patch for Guilty Gear dropped. Patch 1.25, I think. No balance changes or anything, just a lot of quality of life changes, a lot of optimization. They hired a therapist, so it takes less time to communicate between the servers. They're getting better at it. And crossing our fingers, there's been this issue plaguing Guilty Gear, especially on Steam, where somebody can hack your R code and change your name in the game and causes your name to crash, or it causes your game to crash. So in the patch notes, it did say that that was something that they tried to fix. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that that is no longer an issue, because that was ruining a lot of online tournaments. That was ruining a lot of streamers and non-streamers, like game times, right? Your game would just crash out of nowhere. Your name would change, and it was just not fun. So hopefully that's fixed. They also fixed up a bunch of stuff in private lobbies and public lobbies. So here's hoping for for the good stuff. Next, this trailer dropped this week. Let's go watch it. Wait, I gotta restart it.
Peggy 16.
No trailer is complete without the Peggy 16.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger.
There he is.
Jin Kazama.
Dude, Lynn Hart is so cool. I'm still thinking about paying her money to introduce the podcast. There you go. Side steps for the sidestep doubters. There's a heat engager, right? That's what they called it. There's the good old Jin parry for those of you that are a fan of Jin parry. Yeah, the power stance is there as well. And this we've all seen at this point way too many times. There it is. That's Jin Kazama. We already knew he was in the game, but now we're getting... It seems like we're getting these weekly, because we've had Nina announced at the Tekken World Tour Finals. We had Kazuya announced last week. And then we got this one this week. So hopefully we're going to get to see Jack, Paul, Law, and King. And Lars. Those are all the people that we know are in the game for sure. And June. Let's not forget June. But that's all going to depend on who they have ready for the build that's going to be playable at Evo Japan at the end of this month. So again, another trailer where like most of the stuff shown is completely new, right? A lot of really flashy stuff. I was watching Eris's reaction to this because for those of you that don't know, Eris is like a Tekken head, right? Through and through. That dude's been playing Tekken a lot, like for a long ass time. And his reaction to like these trailers has not been good, right? Like there's just too much going on. It's not like the Tekken that everybody knows. It's completely different. And I was watching his reaction to this trailer, or not his reaction to this trailer, but I was watching him talking about this trailer. And he finally said something that like is what I've been thinking, but I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want to be the crazy one in the room, right? Where like the game looks like it's hella fun. Is it good? We've yet to see it. Is it fun? It looks like it, right? It's just going to be like crazy shit. Like it's kind of like a DNF. Let's think of DNF Duel, right? Where you know, like you do stuff, like you do a combo and like the entire screen flashes and like the dopamine starts like coursing through your veins, not cursing through your veins. You know, it's going to be that kind of game. It's going to be like adrenaline, like dopamine, rage, heat, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I wish we the alpha test that's going to be at Evo Japan, unfortunately, from what I've been seeing, is not going to be recorded. Like, nobody can capture anything. It's going to be behind closed doors type of thing. So no anything for those of us who are not able to make it to Evo Japan or are not able to get into that alpha. But, you know, they'll announce things as they announce it. And that's what we have about that. Tekken 8's looking good. Although they've only shown one stage so far. Well, they showed 3 stages. Yeah, the Coliseum, the broken building where they announced Nina, and the city. Those are the 3 stages they've shown. All of these trailers have been in the city, except for Nina's. So, who knows what's going on there. Next, a couple years ago, if you guys remember, we had the Intel Open for Street Fighter V, which is where they had a Street Fighter V competition tangent to the Olympics over there in Tokyo. And this past week, they announced the Olympic esports finals in 2023 in Singapore. Woo, yeah! Here are the games you can play for the Olympics esports finals. It's 6 games across the sports. Archery, which is Tic-Tac-Bowl, which is a mobile game. Baseball, which is WBSC eBaseball Power Pros, which I believe is on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox Series. No, Xbox One. Chess from chess.com. Sailing from Virtual Regatta, which is a mobile game. Tennis Clash, which is also a mobile game. And Motorsport, which is Gran Turismo 7, which was there last year. They also have the Taekwondo, which is Virtual Taekwondo. I have no idea what that is, but it's an invitational event where 16 of the best and upcoming Taekwondo athletes will be competing in Virtual Taekwondo. And in cycling, they'll have the top 16, 8 men and 8 women, who are the best performing virtual cyclists from the Zwift Invitational, the Invitational Zwift Grand Prix Cycling Series, will be competing in Zwift for the Olympics. So that's cool. And then one game that's not mentioned here that is also going to be part of this is Just Dance. Cool. So the suits are having, you know, they're making decisions without thinking or taking anything into account. So unfortunately not as exciting as the Intel World Open that we had last year, but hey, at least Gran Turismo's up there. You know, at least we have racing. So that's cool. Next, Guilty Gear has always been known as a presidential game, right? For those of you that don't remember, Bill Clinton talked about Guilty Gear, specifically when he was talking about how violent video games cause people to kill their friends, you know, which has since been proven wrong. He specifically read the back of the box of Guilty Gear, and he saw that it said, you can kill your friends guilt-free. And ever since then, he's been immortalized in the game. You can see his picture in the White House in Guilty Gear Strive. However, he's not the only president that has something to that is involved with Guilty Gear. A couple weeks ago, this video leaked out into the public, which is pretty crazy. I warn you, it's a pretty crazy video, but here it is.
Hey guys. I've been playing some Guilty Gear Strive lately, and I wanted to know what kind of characters you like.
Didn't take you for a fighting game player, Donald. Seemed more like a Clash of Clans sort of guy.
Joe, just answer the damn question, or have you already forgotten it?
I'm a Chip Main, personally. He has all the tools necessary to win games and then some. He has the fastest jab in the game at 3 frames, and he's stylish as hell. Look at this cool-ass wall run.
Yeah, until you get hit by a counter hit 2H. Chip is for losers who get off to being in Potemkin combo videos.
Speak up, Donald. I can't hear you from all the way up here in Celestial. How long is it going to be until you get out of floor 7 anyway?
Shut the fuck up, Sleepy Joe. Well, what about you, Barack?
Well, I like Zato personally. I like to play with Eddie, create stunning cooperative combos, and I like being able to be a threat from pretty much anywhere on screen.
Oh, fucking great. I sure do love being stuck in a block string for 10 minutes.
Let me be clear, Donald. Zato takes a lot of time to master. Sure, he's strong, but learning negative edge is tough.
He says as he uses that fucking opposed shield to completely nullify anything I do.
Joe, you know as well as I do that Chip is favored in that matchup. It ain't my fault you keep eating damned Fang like Donald eats Whataburger.
Come on, you can't blame him, Barack. He even forgets how to build super bars sometimes.
Ha! That's hilarious coming from someone who can't even build a wall properly.
Well, one thing you both could learn to build is your blocking skills. How the hell do you fall for my dust overhead 5 times in a row?
Stuff it, Barack. It's not my fault. They really need to slow down how fast the Eddie gauge builds. A lot of smart people agree with me, too.
Donald, the only people who would agree with that are those with your stupid fucking hat. Zato doesn't need to be nerfed.
I don't want to hear it, Barack. I'm surprised you don't play Gold Lewis, given how much you love drones.
I could say the same about you, Donald, though my reasoning is a bit different.
Well, what about you, Donald? Who's your main?
Oh, me, I play Leo Whitefang. He's the best character
wow,
in the
I'm
game
so
by
shocked.
far. What can I say? He's a great leader. I relate to him a lot. He has great buttons, good projectiles, and some of the best pressure in the game with back-turned stance. He's fantastic. Wonderful guy, Leo.
You know, Donald, at least Barack has to contort his fucking fingers. Meanwhile, you just roll your fucking Cheeto-stained face on the pad and you get W's.
Oh, what's wrong, Joe? Did a Nagarayuki player drown you in pools because they hit you once?
I'll drown you in a pool if you don't shut the fuck up.
So for those of you that don't know, that's the AI shenanigans that's been happening, and somebody made the AI of the the past 3 presidents arguing over Guilty Gear. It was great. I found this on Twitter. It's amazing. I love it. Hold on. Who do I shout that? I'm gonna shout out the person who posted this. I don't know if they're the ones that made it, but that is the person who I saw posting it, and I feel like I should shout them out for giving us this treasure at Triburos. Yep, Triburos, and he's the one that made it. So, thanks, Triburos. That was hilarious. Something about listening to. There's a Grand Blue Versus one too, and a Street Fighter 5 one. Damn. All right, I'll collect those for the show the next time we're here. I was gonna say next week, but next week we'll be in LA. Damn. Yeah, dude, post those in the Discord, man. I've been loving these. These are so funny. Something about Joe talking about, or something about Barack Obama talking about negative edge. It's crazy. Anywho, that is the end of the unplanned shenanigans.